From Salento, our plan was to drive the next 1,000 kilometres straight up to Barranquilla to see the famous carnival. But unfortunately, our motorhome broke down and we had to get towed to a garage in Medellin, a stop we originally hadn't planned on. But Medellin is also a really great city to explore, especially Comuna 13.
Very cool.
Hey.
Oh,
Schade. Sehr gut.
yeah.
Getting cash is always an issue when travelling. Western Union transfers are generally the best for us, and so we set up an account for Helen too. The verification process took hours.
Via SMS.
It should work.
Yes, via text message.
Okay. Okay.
Once you got the text message, please insert the code here and thank you for your patience. Identification process is now complete. Goodbye. Have a nice evening.
Oh, do I need to do this every single time, or am I now fully registered?
No. This should be one time.
Okay. So when I go to Western Union, they just need to see my passport and take a copy, or they don't need a copy?
Yeah. This is to unlock the online features.
Okay. All right then. Great. Thank you very much.
So have a nice evening.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
We're still south of Medellin, quite a bit actually, about 100 kilometers or more than that, and we are stuck in the roadworks here on the Panamericana. They've been going on for months and months, and they will be going on for more months. So we're driving at midday and actually got through 2 of the stops already. One was just 12 minutes, the other one we just slipped through with all the others here, but it's slow going. We are approaching Medellin, the drug city of the world. This is why most people have a motorbike here, because you can just weave in and out the traffic. But we have to stop. We just zoom through. This is why you have to have eyes in your back as well. You cannot just change the lanes here. That's why we stick to the middle. Because there's always a motorbike in your way.
It took 40 minutes to get through Medellin, and now we are on our way to Santa Rosa de Osos. Our engines started to smoke last night, and we lost 3 litres of coolant. The water pump is leaking, so we slowly roll back down the mountains to Medellin to get it fixed. 27 kilometres before reaching the garage, we have to stop. The water pump is leaking way too much, and we didn't want to risk a complete engine failure.
We didn't make it to the taller, to the mechanical. We are heavily dripping coolant now through the water pump. And we are waiting for Diego to come. He knows us already by WhatsApp, and we talked to him this morning because I found the water pump leaking already in the morning. So. But now it's heavily dripping. We just got the light of the battery coming on. But the engine didn't overheat, and the coolant is just running out of the overflow container, so hopefully we are okay.
So for the first time in 17 years, we have to be towed. We'd already contacted Diego, a very good mechanic in Medellin, this morning, before leaving Santa Rosa de Osos. And he sent Wilson out to the toll station to pick us up on his flatbed. didn't want to start the engine to avoid causing more damage, but without the engine it is really hard to turn the wheels.
Kommst du runter? Hier ist der Step. Aha. Okay.
No.
¿Cuánto cuesta Barranquilla con tu
Jenny Wilson, nosotros conductor. Wilson.
Me contratan de conductor.
Es el metro, ¿no?
Nuestro metro,
Yeah.
es lo más, es el niño de los antioqueños.
An hour after the pickup, Wilson dropped us off in a safe neighbourhood around the corner from the garage. Diego was waiting for us, but it's already closing time, so we have to wait until tomorrow morning.
Here we are at the garage. I'm not sure if we can actually get the part. They have to take it out and then go around the repuestos to see if something comes up. It's finally out. This is really hard work in here because there's no space to move anything. But I think we've done everything right. Very most likely it's this seal that's broken here. And the water came out the other end. So this is our water pump. And it's rebuilt. The new pump is in. Having fun. We are using the metro in Medellin, and you have to buy a tarjeta. a card first, and then it's getting charged, and the lady downstairs, I should have filmed it, she's really nice in the office. We told her how we want to go, and this is how we're going. We are at Alpujarra, that's where we have our car in the Aquí, yeah. This is exactly where we have our car, so that's perfect. We go one station to San Antonio, then we're going to San Javier, and then we take the gondola to La Aurora. Oh, there it comes. Today is Sunday, and obviously there's not a lot of people. So you go ahead. Yeah, we're going.
We are happy with the repairs, but we're not going to make it to the carnival in Barranquilla anymore. So we decided to do some sightseeing in Medellin.
Yeah, this is good. Helen got a seat. This is a really nice system here. Ja, wir sind im Stadtzentrum. The metro is really cool. Now we're going with the cable car to La Aurora. This is really cool, it's part of the metro system. Hola. Ah. Una sonrisa muy, muy linda. Aha. This is pretty cool here. I'm just following Helen like a paparazzi. And then you just get into the queue here. This is really cool. It goes really, really fast here. This is basically a free ride. Helen's already smiling. She's looking forward to this kind of adventure. How many people? 8 in one? Yeah. We should be going next. This is so cool. Oh yeah. They're vacating it.
Where do you want to sit?
It doesn't matter. I think they're going to close the door anyway. Ooh. We're going to be airborne in a minute. Oh, it goes with quite some speed. San Javier.
Ellos quieren llevarse unas fotos para ellos, para el
Getting closed in, door closing, and lift off. No. Ooh. This is really cool.
Medellin operates 6 cable car lines to the slums, which transport around 100 million passengers a year. The operation and its expansion are financed by the UN under the Emissions Trading Scheme.
Because you got a lot of hills there.
Especially in Colombia.
Oh yeah.
But it was cheaper than transporting the other one anyway, down here.
Oh,
It cost
imagine.
$5,000 just to transport a vehicle to Cartagena, which is...
to the canal.
Yeah, well, no, you don't.
It goes
No, it goes-
from Panama to Cartagena.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
This is the road to Antioquia, which we're gonna do tomorrow.
This is crazy. So many people live here.
Yeah, this is the hill we went over. This is the view we get today. Unfortunately, it's a little hazy, but it's a cool experience to come up here. It's hot.
Over 2.5 million people live in Medellin, which is the second largest city in Colombia, many of them in poor conditions.
We're going back down and we have a gondola to ourselves. Let's see how it goes this time. Door's going to close in a minute. This is a cool sightseeing experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. It's not easy to keep your balance here. Now we're going back down and then over the other hill and then back down again.
Yeah.
You just go past all the people's building here.
Das ist steil. Waterfall river.
There's a river, yeah, indeed. This is where we just came from. So now we're going down the other side, back into San Javier.
No, we've got to stop before that.
Oh yeah, we have one more stop before that. And then we're going to La Comuna 13,
Do you know how to get there?
13th commune, where Pablo Escobar contracted all his killers. Today it's supposed to be very safe, at least during the day, and it's supposed to be a really beautiful neighborhood. So we see what we can encounter there.
Medellin reported what is believed to be the highest murder rate in the world in the 1990s. With the terror regime of drug king Pablo Escobar, a civil war raged in Medellin and throughout Colombia between security forces, right-wing paramilitaries and the left-wing FARC guerrillas. Fortunately, the situation is far better today. In fact, Medellin is changing and has developed rapidly over the past 2 decades. In 2012, the Wall Street Journal named Medellin the most innovative city in the world.
Was that good? I enjoyed that a lot. Aventura.
We went right up there.
Ah yeah, this is cool. Really cool experience.
The San Javier neighbourhood was famous in the 1980s and 90s as a war zone. It was the most violent and deadliest neighbourhood in the world, where Pablo Escobar, the notorious drug lord, recruited his assassins. Today it's a very different place and well worth a visit. Comuna 13 is one of the most densely populated areas in Medellin. According to a survey in 2017, 161,000 people lived on the steep slopes in an area of around 7 square kilometres, for the most part in poor conditions.
Bye-bye.
The 6 open-air escalators were inaugurated in December 2011. The system has a total length of 348 metres, with a height difference equivalent to 28 floors. It was a social project financed by the city, which has helped and changed this neighbourhood tremendously. Tourists from all over the world now flock into Comuna 13 every day. You can take a guided tour with one of the locals who grew up here. Their stories about the violent past and the current times are certainly captivating. But you're also safe to explore this interesting place on your own.
Where's the moonwalk? The murals are really super here. Yeah.
The views over the roofs of Comuna 13 are spectacular.
This is quite exhausting here. We just climbed all these steps to get a view from the top. Not for all biddies, don't you think?
Well, I've done 239 steps.
Okay. Can you get us a drink out, please?
It's still a very poor neighbourhood, but things are improving fast. A new walkway is currently being built around the outskirts of Comuna 13 to cope with more visitors. Today, many of the residents make their money in the restaurants, shops, or as tour guides. One of the main attractions are the fantastic graffiti murals on the walls. They are certainly works of art, colourful and original. Most of the murals are by the artist John Alexander Serna, known in the neighbourhood as Chota, who grew up in Comuna 13 when urban militias controlled the area.
Ey, este es el pase del delfín, mi hermano, tranquilita yo la digo ahí y coge.
Hey, Poppins, that's a good idea. Okay, you can jump. Yeah. They're building a new sidewalk here.
Some things in life you just don't want to see. But Martin Luther was living. He wanted
This woman has it. We need a pot for the money now.
some things in life you just don't want to see.
This is really, really colourful here. Beautiful postcards. There's a super cool gallery here. This is the gallery here. With good music as well. Helen is still in the groove. This woman, you won't believe it, but she's the youngest of everybody here. Look at this step. I mean, can't get any younger than that. What a beautiful Shiva. No, thank you. You can come down. Do you want to go up? Yeah, that's better. I don't fancy going up. And it's so sporty today. Look at that. I think she got an inspiration from those guys. Oh yeah, yeah, cool, yeah, do that. Very good. I should pay you for today.
On the way back to the metro, we passed a cemetery, a former bull ring with the graves of many local young people. Here we realise how bad life must have been in the time of Pablo Escobar. But unfortunately, there are also current death dates, including many young girls. Depressing. Even if life expectancy is higher and violence is lower than it was 20 years ago, the fight against poverty is still present today.
Here's one of these Shivas.
Comuna 13 is certainly a must-see in Medellín, and easy to get to using the metro system. We take one back into the city centre to visit Plaza Botero. Here, the famous Colombian artist Fernando Botero has exhibited many of his large sculptures. Botero was born in Medellín in 1932, and all of his figures are fat, very fat. Plaza Cisneros is named after the Cuban engineer Francisco Javier Cisneros, who was in charge of the construction of the Antioquia Railway. The 300 light masts are up to 24 metres high.
This is our parqueadero for today. It's right downtown, but of course it's Sunday, so nobody's here. But it was perfect for us to walk the city.
In our next video, we take you to the beautiful town of Antioquia, where Kirsten celebrates a rather stormy birthday. Afterwards, we walk across the Puente de Occidente, which, at 291 metres in length, used to be the longest suspension bridge in South America. And then we do something we've never done before. We take a bath in a mud volcano.
This is the most amazing thing.